anybody here have a mortgage? You know, most people don't, I know. But, you know, isn't it really ironic in life? We all get fired up, we want to get some property, whatever, which is really good. You know, we want to own something, have some money reserved. We go to the bank, and we're at their beck and call, and we say, please, you know, and you fill out all these applications, and everything. You go home, you say, well, we're never going to get it. She says, I know, you're so stupid. We should have went to this bank, we should have did this, we should have did that. Next thing, the phone rings. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. It's the bank calling. Mr. Beaver wants to see you in his office at 3 o'clock. Well, I work till 5. Sorry, he works till 3:01. If you're not there before 3, you won't get the mortgage. So you call your wife up, we got to go. You tell your boss, you know, he says, okay, I'm going to have to dock you 3 hours, but go. So you rush down to the bank. They said, we've got all the papers ready, and you read everything over carefully. Holy shit, you know, like this and that. We're going to put this much down. You know, maybe we shouldn't be so excited. By the time we pay this mortgage off, we paid, our house is $250,000. Our house is $1 million. We're going to have $1 million house. But, you know, but that's not the way it should be. So you try to talk to him. He goes, you want the goddamn thing or not? He says, 3 days ago you were in here. You were begging us for it. You wanted it so bad. You said you couldn't close the deal. You wanted this, you wanted that. Yeah, we'll take it. Next thing you know, you look at your first year. Like that, you paid, let's say, $25,000. $3,000 went to the principal. $22,000 went to the bank. So you start pulling your hair out in clumps, not in threads, in clumps. Start pulling your hair out. You say to yourself, "What have I done? What have I done? I've signed up for this beautiful house at the bank closed. They could take it off me at any moment. You know, not even asking. They could come in and say, you know what? You missed a payment, Mr. Fayon. I'm really sorry to tell you. You've been a good customer for 10 years. You've been paying. You paid all your bills, but we're going to take your house away from you. We're really sorry." And you stop and you say, "I was so excited, you know, to come in and meet with you, and I was so happy, and I was so excited I got the mortgage till I really found out what it was all about." How many of us have ever experienced that? Anybody here? Never, eh? Oh, yeah. We never do that. And, you know, now the country's in such debt, it's really good. It's good for the economy. It's really good, you know. Credit card companies want to keep giving us more money. Banks want to keep telling, you know, they call you up. They say, "Oh, we just approved your line of credit." "Oh, I didn't even apply." You don't have to. We know you spend a lot of money. Don't worry. Just take more. Your kids are going to college. You need a new car. Don't worry about it. We'll pay in 6 months. Look what happened in the U.S. Barack Obama, great guy. 2008, power to the people. He's doing great. Poor guy inherited a mess. You know, I don't want to blame it all on him. But look what's happening. It's unbelievable. We're in a great country, America, right now, aren't we? It's really, it's going bankrupt. It's the only country in the world that's going bankrupt. Which the reality of it is, but its dollar is very strong because it's America. 51 states strong, America. It's really good. Canada, they say Canada's heading the same direction, but Mr. Harper said no way. He'll put his foot down. Not like Jean Chrétien. He'll put his foot down. He's very conservative about the way he does things. The banks won't push it around. But it's kind of ironic how we get all excited and so happy that the bank's going to give us money. And then in reality, when it turns around, they're really ripping us off. And what can we do about it, folks? We can't do one iota. Because they'll say, find another bank, and they're all in bed together. That's the reality. You know, there's no way around a mortgage until you pay it off. Ken, is there anything? What else did you want me? Ken actually wrote me a script. What else do you want me to talk about, Ken?
Ken wrote my script.
Gas prices. People love it, eh? People complain about it. People never say it. Does anybody know how much we were paying last year when Ken and Dwayne, remember, it was pro hockey? We were all driving to those tournaments. How much was then? It was only 80. Then we joined the band. It's $1.31. Believe it? Where's Dwayne? Hey, Dwayne? Where the hell is Dwayne?
He went to
He's gone, man. He couldn't take the heat. See, he's like most Canadians. You sit too long, you suffer from hemorrhoids. You go to your doctor and he's got no cure. You go to the pharmacy, they got a whole wall, but nothing works. It's true. Anyways, gas prices, they really hit you hard. And you know what? The reality is Canadians are in love with the car. It's a sad reality. The government's in love with the car. The car companies are going broke, but the Canadian government, us people, keep bailing them out. You know, we keep giving money into all the different car companies, and as we do, the interest rates on the personal debt, not personal debts, the state's debt keep going up and up and up and up, and nothing we do about it. Each government says we're going to get it down, we get taxed, we get hammered, but we love the car so much we'll pay $1.31, and you know what? In Saudi Arabia they're paying 0.09 cents. Yeah. They're laughing all the way to the bank, and you know what the greatest thing about it is? They drive more than we do. More than we do, but the Canadian people love their automobile. You know, gasoline is great, but it's not only the gas prices too, right? Insurance costs have gone up. Change your tires, rotate your tires, they rip us off every way they can. Gas prices things. It's really something pretty sad. pretty sad. But I'll finish on a neat thing Ken was telling me about. You know, at the end of the day, what's life all about? Number and time. I see a few of you getting tired because it's that time. It's 11:30. It's that time. And if the numbers add up, right, you'll all get your 8 hours of sleep, right?
Yeah.
Your 8 hours of sleep. If they don't add right, and you know when we don't get our sleep, what happens? Oh dear, we can be grumpy.
Ken's get bitchy.
We can be upset. Oh no, when Ken doesn't get his sleep, he's great. You know what? He just floats off into the sunset. He says yes to everything, right, Kenny? You know, yeah. So the reality of it is, it's all about time and numbers. No matter what you do in life, if the numbers don't add up at the end of the month, you got a problem. If you don't have enough time to do something, you're in trouble, right? We're always in trouble. If you don't make that appointment on time, they'll take someone else and they'll tell you to wait, right? Anybody ever been to the doctor? How many times you get there? You're so happy you got that appointment, makes you wait for half an hour, he calls you in, he's in there for 30 seconds, bills whole hip for what? 2-3 hours.
Tell me about it.
You know, or you get there, you have it 12 o'clock, you get in there, he says, hold there, I'm just going to go for lunch across the street. Comes back an hour later, you're sitting down, you say, oh, and see, he has you in for 45 seconds, and he says, that's great, and he bills you for an hour and 45, you know, and stuff like that. You don't find out about that until the next day you go back a year later, and it's all chained up, your doctor has been arrested for fraud. Oh, and fraud. My God, now I understand how they make all that money. And you know what the great thing in Ontario is? He's just opened up another practice under someone else's name. Because if you go bankrupt in Ontario, it's not like most countries. They just let you reopen up and open up and open, because you can declare bankruptcy. You open up under someone else's name, you can commit more fraud and do more things. Great country we live in, right? Too bad we're in America now.
Too bad we're in America.
Yeah. You know, let you do those things in America. Anybody cross the border this weekend? We all did, didn't we? We all did, right? We all did that thing. And when you came up to the Border Patrol guy, what did he say to you? He didn't say, welcome to America. He said, what's your citizenship? And he says, and were you nervous? None of you were nervous. We were all nervous when we crossed the border. Sitting there, sweating Dixie. You know, you're ripping there. And he says, you bringing anything to the United States? No, just my lovely wife, my kids, and a hockey bag. Oh, really? What are you going here? Well, we're going to play hockey in the summer. The guy said to us, I said, yeah, there's a little hockey tournament down the road here, right, that this fellow Dwayne and Ken put us in. Who? I said, Dwayne and Ken, he put us in this tournament. We all got across the border. He says, oh, he says, are you bringing anything into the country? No, just hockey equipment, and myself, my wife, and my daughter, a little bit of shampoo and a few towels and a few personal things. He says, okay. He says, oh, just hold on a second. You don't have $10,000 on you. No, I had it, but I joined this hockey team. So he says, well, who are these guys that got all the money? How many people are playing? I said, well, there's 2 teams and there's 17 players. Holy shit, he goes, they're going to be coming across the border with 347,000. What do they look like? I said, you know what, the one guy is short, he's got a box haircut, the other guy's tall, he's got, you know, he's pretty muscular, looks a little bit like Arnold before he started steroids, and he's got a voice just like him. I'll be back. Right? And so, you know, when you cross the border patrol are not really nice. But that's the American side. But I think they are nice, because when you get back into Canada, they make you line up for at least a half an hour, and you're going back in your own damn country. Your own damn country, where you pay taxes, citizens. How many people feel like sometimes they're a damn criminal? Anybody here? You feel like you've done something wrong. Did you buy anything? It's none of your goddamn business if I did. I worked hard for my money. Did you?